This is a mega storm, and it will become bigger with each phase. My team has prepared a huge map where the most dangerous natural disaster in the world is raging on. To fight the storm, I will have 100 days and a flying car that we can constantly upgrade. But it will not be so easy, because the mega storm destroys everything in its path. Day 1, I appeared on a flying car near a mega storm, and the first thing I needed to do to survive was to figure out how to control it. Now that's a natural disaster, guys! How do I turn? While I was trying to figure out the controls, a tornado swept through the city. I have a feeling it won't be easy to beat it. Crash landing, guys! I miraculously managed to land. Now that we are on the ground, we had to be very careful every second, because the storm could always be somewhere nearby. Look, there's a mega storm going by behind me. Okay, guys, we need to be really careful with this one, because our flying car won't go anywhere any further. So let's get some wood first. Having obtained the starting resources and made myself a small box, I decided to go to that very city, while the storm went to the location of the old farm. All you need to know about the survival, guys, is that it's super hardcore, and it's super scary. And as far as I know, there's some sort of plot. Before the storm comes back, I want to collect some loot in the city, and I really hope that it will help us in this survival. The loot system was improved in this survival. Coolness, usefulness, and rarity now depended on the color of the chest. Regular wooden chests contain the simplest loot, and diamond ones contain the coolest and most useful ones. Okay, the color of this chest definitely tells us that there must be something good here. Gun! Okay, perfect. While I was busy searching for the coolest chest, the storm managed to damage the farm quite a bit and go somewhere in a different direction. I think there's still lots of chests in the city that I haven't found yet, but the mega storm isn't waiting, as you understand, so let's get back to the flying car. Our survival has begun. It was necessary to make plans to actually survive and not be eaten by this mega storm. First of all, I wanted to build a protected base, and secondly, to start studying its behavior. Definitely such transport requires some kind of super cool runway, practically an airport. The only thing is that our magnificent flying car stalled and it won't start. But still, you need to look where? You need to look into the distance. It's good for the eyes as well. Thanks to the mega storm, monsters began to spawn in the world at night. Well, do whatever you want, I'm just not gonna leave here. Let's just sit and wait for the morning. Okay, what do we do when we can't sleep? Let's count to 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5. Day 2. It's time to tell you a little more about the flying car. At the very beginning of survival, I didn't know this, but in fact, it can not only fly, but also fold its wings and be a regular car. A universal and completely new vehicle on our channel. And as you understand, yeah, you can install a lot of upgrades on it. And these upgrades can be found all over the map. But for now, when you start the flying car, it makes these sorts of sounds. Honestly, I'm not much of a mechanic. I couldn't even fix it in real life. Yeah, what can I even fix? I can probably just open the door. Alright, there's a menu, fix the autopilot, 12 mesh, 16 iron, and we still need copper. So to fix the autopilot, we need to collect these resources. Okay, that sounds doable. Before heading out to explore new locations, I decided to make a small farm, because food will still have to be taken from somewhere. And while I was doing it, the sound of the wind in the game increased. Okay, that is really bad. There it is, guys. There it is, the mega storm. Of course, you start to kind of perceive it differently when you've already built a base and got a bunch of resources. And this one will become a lot bigger in the end. Okay, I think it's just passing by. The next day, I went to the caves. I wonder if you can tame worms, but I've never heard of anyone keeping worms as pets, so I think it's impossible, and if it is possible, can they dance the Macarena? That's a pretty good question. I had to collect a lot of iron to make myself an iron set, and also put aside ingots for a flying car. While I was in the cave, the megastorm cut down all the leaves of the trees in its path. Only leaving the mine on day 4, I noticed this. Look, there's just tree trunks, and they have no leaves. I can only imagine that the storm has passed here, and I don't know where else they could have gone. In order for our autopilot to fly again, we needed to collect items that could only be found in loot. So I decided to devote day 5 to explore the location. I noticed this quite a long time ago, but there's a huge, incredibly large tower, and we'll get to it later, but I'm more interested in this building. As I got closer, of course, monsters immediately began to attack me. These are haters, guys, you know, and you have to be really careful with them, otherwise our hardcore survival will just end. And by the way, we only have 1 life. There were 3 wooden chests, 1 iron chest, and 1 diamond chest in this location. I managed to find both the usual drops and a lot of ammo, but the diamond chest had a very unusual item. Alright, here we go. So what is this? A backpack made of an anvil or an anvil on my back? Why is this even a thing? Right now I just have an anvil on strings that's just on my back. I can't jump or run normally, and here you have diamond chests and the coolest ones in this survival. But my laughter turned into fear when a message came in the chat saying that the mega storm had grown bigger. This is what I was afraid of, guys. The more we play, the more the storm will affect our survival. Okay, no, it's somewhere here. Guys, it's somewhere here. Oh, but here it is. Oh my god. Okay, we need to run quickly. We just need to go quickly. Come on home. That's it. What's with the tension? I've just started playing. Its size had actually increased, and the biggest problem was that it was heading towards my house right now. Guys, I'm not even sure that I can save the flying car. I'll just take all the resources from the chest and just retreat. Retreat, run. Only seconds remain before a mega storm hits my first house. Oh, guys. That's it. And as you understand, there's nothing left of my house. Guys, this is just awful. What's gonna happen if I spend all this survival building an awesome base, like just a huge house, and it just gets demolished in 1 second? Day 6. Today, I wanted to find all the resources to repair our transport. So first, I went to the huge tower. Look, 1 diamond chest, 2 iron ones, and a gold one. Having looted a couple more ruins, I was finally able to collect all the resources for repairs and headed straight to my flying car. We can finally fly, guys, and we fixed everything. The transport is ready to fly again, and pilot Seaman is also ready. And then a new message appeared in the chat. Congratulations, Seaman, you were able to fix your flying car, but it is not enough. In order to fight the mega storm, explore a huge number of locations, and quickly move around the map, you'll need to constantly improve it. You'll be able to find all the upgrades and locations around the map. Do not hesitate and quickly look for them. Okay, so we can still improve it as it turns out. And yeah, I thought I would change my location for the base, but no. Firstly, there's not that many cases when lightning strikes twice in the same place, as in the case of our megastorm. And secondly, that's it. I decided that I'll make the base here, so I'll do it here. So let's start our flying car and let's go. Flying over the map on day 7, I noticed a new location. It was a circus. Guys, look, is that a circus? Okay, let's land and see what's there. I can already see a diamond chest and 2 iron ones and some other monsters. Oh, get away from me. I came here looking for an upgrade and I'll find it. Okay, that was the last one. Let's loot the chests and get out of here. There's some ammo and bread. Oh, wait, a diamond one. Look, an extended gas tank. And that's an upgrade for a flying car. Perfect. While I was studying the location, the megastorm became bigger. And now, in addition to foliage, it turned ordinary grass blocks into dirt, leaving behind traces like these. In the future, the megastorm will be able to lift entire buildings and cause really serious damage to our map. Finally, we got our first upgrade, an extended gas tank. It allowed us to fly long distances without having to make stops on the ground. Having looted the location to the end, I returned home and put all the resources into a chest. And on day 8, I installed the upgrade on our flying car and went to the caves, where I was able to extract some ore and almost ended up dying against a couple of creepers. When I was a kid, a lot of hardcore survival games ended like that. I was sad for a pretty long time afterwards. On day 9, I decided to go explore the map again, but this time I could fly even further. Okay guys, now that we have a good gas tank on a fully working flying car, it's time to explore the map. It might sound kind of funny, but the first thing I noticed while flying on the car was an abandoned airport in the mountains, and I decided to test my luck and land there. Okay guys, you know, I've flown a lot of planes in games, so I hope my skills won't let me down. And come on, really carefully guys. You have to press a lot of keys, even in Minecraft. Okay, reduce thrust and land. After a successful landing, I began to look at this location, or rather the local monsters started looking at me, most likely the latter. They're a little scary, but they're still pretty light, and I know I'm safe when they're attacking me in groups like that. When you make Zeman angry, it's best not to make him angry. I don't like it when monsters get in my way. Who likes it when monsters get in their way? In terms of loot, this was the best location so far, because this is where I found 4 diamond chests. I like looting locations like these. There were 3 buildings in this this location: a hangar, an airport, and a radio tower. In addition to cool loot, I was able to find very interesting notes that told me a little bit about the survival. Just look, the haters are here again, guarding the entrance to the radio tower. Well, you know, I didn't collect all these guns for nothing, so these monsters won't stop me. Okay, we have some chests down here, and first thing we're gonna do is loot them. 4 copper and 5 weird quartz tubes. This survival, guys, is really dynamic and super epic. So far, I don't know if I can handle this tornado, but as I understand it, it all depends on how well I can upgrade the flying car. Okay, we're at the very top, and it looks really abandoned. A note: the airport was given the name Zemanoid. Come on, every survival, every single time it's the same thing. I'm Zeman, not a Zemanoid. Why do these names just surround me? It was built a long time ago, but it's now abandoned. There's rumors that it's the harbinger of the megastorm and that ghosts live here at night. They can really be seen. Perhaps they can tell you a little bit more. You know, a bit of mystery is pretty interesting. Overall, the location looked really nice. It was located far up in the mountains, very convenient to take off, but not that inconvenient to land. But we're gonna skip that. I thought that in the future, I could even transform this into my second base. Sure, I'm a little bit scared of ghosts, and yeah, I know that you want me to stay here tonight and spend the night at this airport, but it's too dangerous right now. I have other things to worry about, like a huge megastorm. Okay, let's start flying our car, and off we go. On day 10, by chance, I saw the megastorm. The speed of these tornadoes can reach 200 meters per second, and that's enough to destroy everything in its path. I'm glad that now it's going somewhere far from my base. Let's go home. Day 11, it's time to finally make a good base, protected from the megastorm and comfortable enough for a flying car. I'm gonna admit it, I'm a bit scared about the construction. I don't know how to protect and strengthen my base, but despite this, I'll still won't give up the idea. First of all, I had to cut down half the mountain to make room for the entrance to our underground base. Yeah, obviously with such a gigantic natural disaster, there can't be any other bases here. And of course, we'll use the flat area that we got to make a runway, and we'll take off right over the cliff of the mountain. While I was building my new base, the megastorm accidentally got to the lake, and the mechanics in this survival work so that water, when in contact with the megastorm, will simply dissolve. It'll fly apart. The wind will evaporate. It will evaporate it. It's a new day. My base wasn't finished yet, but I decided to explore the map again. Since my flying car is a transformer, it can fold its wings and turn into a regular car, I decided it was time to check it out. Okay, we folded the wings, and look, they're folded under the car, and now it's a completely normal car. Well, almost a normal car. It goes quite fast. Let's drift! There was a network of roads spread across the entire map, so for short distances, our transport could be used as a car. This time we'll try to drive around the map and find a new location, because we've flown before, but we've never driven to a new location before. Guys, I found something. Just look at this huge fan. How come I didn't notice it before? I think we should go explore it. Okay, let's go in. Well, it's empty. Hello? Is there anyone here? Well, I guess there's no one. We can safely hide. There were only 2 chests at the bottom, a wooden one and an iron one. They didn't contain any useful resources, but I did find some ammo, food, and some trash. But at the top, a diamond chest was waiting for me. Okay, guys, there's a diamond chest here. It should have something useful in it. A supercharger. It's a new upgrade for the flying car. Okay, let's install it. Okay, it looks pretty serious. But besides the fact that it looked cool, it also gave a very big bonus. A 20% increase in engine power when externally damaged. For example, when caught in the megastorm. My confidence in winning the survival really grew when suddenly on day 13, a message appeared in the chat saying that the megastorm has entered the second phase. The megastorm model has changed. Now clouds were visible at the very top and lighting also struck inside. Now the megastorm will inflict electrical damage, have greater destructibility and movement speed. Before the megastorm became really serious and strong, I had time to finish my base, and I had a lot of plans for it. As you can see, it looks pretty unfinished, but I promise you, it's a matter of time. Zeman is the fastest builder in Minecraft. 1, 2, 3, 4, and done. But that's only on the editing stage. Let's do it. I made markings on the runway and decorated the outside of my house with small columns. As for farms, this is pretty interesting. I want to plant the maximum number of possible seeds, so we'll make several farms and each plant will have its own one. Also, lamps should be made everywhere because no one has cancelled regular monsters and mod monsters. They always spawn where there is darkness. It's day 15 and I have good news and bad news. The good news is that the megastorm hasn't destroyed my base yet and I haven't seen it for a long time. But the bad news is that outside my windows, monsters continue to beg me for food. All they want to do is to destroy me. Get out of my house. And you know, situations like these make me think that it's time to build a fence. A lot of stone bricks were needed for the fence. Since stone bricks are made from ordinary stone, and to get it, you first need to get cobblestone, which then has to be melted in the furnace. In short, you get the idea. I just have to organize the extraction of cobblestone. I organized the process. As you can see, the cobblestone is mined without my participation. It's mined by my pickaxe. I'm completely alone in this survival, and no one will mine it for me. It took 4 whole days to mine the required amount of cobblestone because I wanted to put some extra in the storage. And having finished with the fence, I started decorating my territory. For some reason, in some places I wanted to decorate everything with sugarcane. I also wanted to add decorative elements that I had collected in various ruins and decorate everything with vegetation. Just look at how beautiful it all looks. And viewer, tell me if you like it. Yes, the one watching this video right now. If you like it, tell me about it in the comments and be sure to like the video. And I'll give you a tour inside. Everything inside was very luxurious. This time I made a simply royal bedroom, an incredibly comfortable warehouse, and even a living room with a sofa. I also made a separate room for a pet, which in the future I hope we're gonna tame. And I even dug a room for a pool, but I haven't yet managed to finish it. On day 20, my construction and improvement of the house was interrupted by a message on the screen. Random changes. There was a glitch in the survival. The Megastorm cloned itself. Now there's 5 of them roaming the map. What? Oh, another message. It's only for 10 minutes. Oh, okay, doesn't make it any easier. Right now, there are 5 Megastorms roaming around different parts of the map. You know, the only question I have is whether I can influence it somehow. So far, I don't think I can. Before one of the 5 Megastorms comes to my base, I was gonna make a small garage for my flying car to save it and not lose it, because if the flying car is destroyed, then most likely survival will have to start over. After I made the garage, on day 21, I was able to find a very interesting crafting recipe. It was a storm drain. Storm drain? With a 35% chance, a small Megastorm can turn in the opposite direction from the installed block. So at this point, I realized that my only option to somehow increase my chances of survival was to craft the storm drain. In real life, I don't think such things exist, but in Minecraft we have them. It probably requires a lot of resources, but when has that ever stopped me? The clouds were gathering. On day 22, a real thunderstorm began, and with it, I began to encounter the first copies of the Megastorm. You know, there's wind, rain, just so many sounds right now. Our task is to try to gather the needed resources. I'm just trying to maneuver between these Megastorms. At one point, I even had to fly between 2 Megastorms. I see the location, guys. I see it. Okay, let's land. And there's still so many monsters here. A lot of them. I was very focused because I had to watch 3 things at once. The first was the monsters. The second was the chest I needed to find. And the third, of course, the Megastorms. Because one of them could change direction at any moment. Okay, let's go in. Okay, left, right. Let's go straight. As you remember, it's best to find diamond chests. They contain the most valuable loot. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm currently in an abandoned hotel, if you haven't figured it out yet. And it's such a shame that it's the apocalypse right now. I can't just relax, grab a hammock, have a watermelon smoothie, for example, with ice, of course, sit by a palm tree and then swim in the ocean. This is all great, of course, but now we need to look for resources. The hotel I found myself in was abandoned. Dark corridors and strange sounds coming from the darkness. Now this looks a bit gloomy, I would say. No panic, no panic, no panic. Okay, let's run. Okay, here, you close everything. Whew. Right now, behind this barricade, there's some weird... I don't even know what that is. Having managed to sort out this weird creature thing, I went to the upper floors. Okay, let's take everything from the chest and just leave. It's good that in such locations, there's so much loot and so many chests, because otherwise you need to spend a lot of time moving between locations. While searching for loot, I remembered a very strange item we found. A backpack with an anvil. I thought it was complete nonsense, but it turned out that this anvil had a very cool property. It allowed you to press you to the ground and not let the Megastorm suck you in. But unfortunately, I left this item at home. That's it, guys. I looted the location. Let's get into the flying car quickly. The Megastorm is already approaching. Come on, hurry. Take off. Okay, let's race to the next location. As a result, on day 30, I was able to collect the needed resources, return home, and craft the storm drain. That was really stressful, guys, but everything worked out. The storm ended, and a message appeared in the chat saying that the copies of the Megastorm had disappeared. You know, that was really intense. In the next few days, I could breathe a little easier. The first thing I I wanted to do was find a spider spawner, because that's where you could find watermelon seeds in chests. It took me 4 days to find it. Oh, wait, that's it! As you may know, that's the standard Minecraft dungeon, but it's no less important for our survival, because I want to grow watermelons. At this point, the Megastorm was passing through more and more new locations. Its destructive power was already visible from afar. Guys, I just came out of the cave and I saw this. I don't know how to describe or explain it, but I feel like this Megastorm could hit my house. That is really scary. On day 36, the Megastorm passed so close that it even managed to hit the very starting city. Only unlike at the beginning of the video where it just blew apart a couple of blocks, here it was clear that the destruction was serious. I think, of course, our storm drain won't help much here, especially in the case of such a massive and huge Megastorm, but today I'm gonna further explore the map, and I think that we'll do it on the ground. Driving along one of the roads on this map, I came across this huge building. It was an old and very abandoned factory, which of course had a bunch of monsters. What just attacked me? Okay, no panic, no panic. Of course, we don't have much health, guys, but by and large, they don't seem to pose a threat to me, but this doesn't change the fact that we need to deal with them. After dealing with some monsters, I started looting chests. The viewer who's watching this video, I'm gonna share my emotions with you. I really don't know, but everything looks really tough so far. But still, I think it's not the most hardcore yet. But the toughest storm is yet to come, because I know for sure that the Megastorm has way more than 2 stages. And the destruction that it can cause, compared to what is happening right now, it's insane. Because the threat to our survival can appear instantly. They say the Megastorm came out of nowhere, but the ghosts know more. We need to find out where to meet them. Wait, remember we were once at an abandoned airport in the mountains? There was information that ghosts spawned there at night. Who knows, maybe they know something about the Megastorm. I think we need to go there 100%. Okay, I'm home now. Let's quickly sort things out and wait until the night and fly to this airport. I have to find these ghosts. The map is really beautiful, especially from a bird's eye view. The main thing is to be really careful without sudden movements. Wait, these are the ghosts, look! Can we interact with them somehow? Hello, traveler. We know why you're here. Either by accident or because you want to know something about the Megastorm. Of course, I want to know about the Megastorm. Our enemies created it. If you didn't know, the main thing we can tell you about it is that it's absolutely alive. It has a soul, imprisoned inside the force of the wind. You need to unravel and understand what is hidden inside the storm. Perhaps even get to the very epicenter. But for this, you need to be well prepared. Otherwise, it'll soon become so powerful that no upgrades and no attempts to hide will help you. Having received this information, it was clear that we had 100% passed the start of the game. And I'm telling you that this is based on what happened to me the next day. New day, an unknown container fell on our Minecraft map. When I woke up in the morning, I didn't see the container. Of course, until I received a message in the chat. Zeman, right now an unknown container has fallen on our Minecraft map. The Megastorm will try to destroy it by any means necessary. A huge crowd of monsters is already running towards it. Your task is to try and protect it, because this container contains something that will give you a huge advantage. Yo, wait. A timer appeared on the screen and even the coordinates were indicated. Okay, there were no such challenges in any of my videos. Let's quickly get into the flying car and go there. At the same time, every 10 seconds, the Megastorm created new monsters, which were immediately sent to the coordinates of the container. I'm flying on a car, and though the Megastorm is not so far, woo! Yeah. Fortunately, with the help of the flying car, I managed to get to the container faster than the monsters. And here it is. I think we'll even have time to make a small fence and some kind of barrier that should definitely help. I'm gonna stand here on this container and not move from it for 1 second. The little tornadoes started attacking me with all their might, and it's good that they were just monsters. Guys, it's not that much fun. They're getting closer and closer, and I don't have that much ammo. We've never encountered such a huge number of monsters in this survival. I didn't bring much ammo with me. Okay, reload, guys, faster. As long as I have enough ammo, I have to be really careful because otherwise I'll have to deal with them using sticks. There were exactly 3 more minutes to hold out. It felt like time was going on forever. Only on our channel can you see such scale, where we actually have to hold back waves of monsters. Right now, the Megastorm is moving towards the container. Try to hold on at all costs. Okay, I don't know what the possible scenarios are, but I do know that this time I didn't forget to take my anvil backpack with me. Let's put it on, guys, and I hope that this Megastorm storm isn't strong enough, that'll just blow me away with my flying car. Okay, here it comes. Look, that was some pretty cool survival, guys. The likelihood that we'll survive is very small. Just hold on. I just need to hold on. Oh, look, it passed. It passed, guys. I'm alive. Okay, survival continues. What's going on? I only had 2.5 hearts left, and my flying car was thrown 200 blocks away from the container, and the area around was really damaged. Oh my god. Congratulations, Zeman. You were able to protect this container. Its health is at 60%. Oh, so it had a durability percentage. In the first chest, I got a new gun, and in the second one, I got some really cool armor that should better withstand the attacks from the Mega Storm, especially if I get inside it. And in the third one, I got 8 golden apples, as well as 5 regenerations potions and a lot of ammo. I'm so glad that we managed to protect the container. Well, subscribers, now the unpleasant part. Let's go see where my flying car was thrown. I was actually a bit too happy too early. The flying car was very badly damaged. Let's have some good news. The engine starts, but it doesn't sound very good. You can immediately feel that it's running rough, but the sounds are okay. Though the wings, guys, are not extending. The vehicle really needs to be repaired. Having taken all the resources from the container in my flying car, I somehow made it to my house. That's it, we've arrived. I did everything, guys, to get it here, and tomorrow we'll have to think about how to fix it. It's morning. It's silence, except for the monsters around my base and the broken flying car. Having dealt with the monsters, I got into the flying car to see what resources were needed for repairs. Okay, I'll need a lot of resources. I have some in my chest, but I'm still missing something. I'll spend more than one day searching. Well, let's go look. Back at home, I found some copper, iron, and some plates. There were a couple of houses left unlooted in the city, so I went there. I'll probably loot the whole city now because I left a couple of houses for later. Maybe we can find the resources we need here. Okay, we got some copper, cybernetic parts, sticks, iron, and leather. Okay, I'm being attacked by some monsters. Get away from me. I'm trying to fix my flying car and stop bothering me. Having reached the city, I went to that same white tower. The problem in finding these resources was that my flying car could no longer even drive. I had to walk everywhere, and it took me several days. And at night, I even saw the mega storm that passed very close to my base. I'm even afraid to imagine what would have happened if the trajectory of this mega storm had passed a little bit closer. Our base would be simply gone. Okay, let's continue looking for resources. All I had to do was find some iron and a screwdriver. So on day 41, I went the other way in hopes of finding a new location. And on day 42, I found it. Looks like a depot. Even the rails are lying around. Looks like trains used to run here. Okay, let's go inside and grab it quickly, move on. What is that huge thing? Okay, don't come near me. Run, guys. What is that? I'm shooting it. Having looted the depot, I found the missing resources and decided to return home. On the evening of day 44, I got home and decided to fix the flying car in the morning and went to bed. Day 45, guys. Let's finally fix our flying car. And done. And look, a new message in the chat. You're able to fix your flying car, Zim. And along with fixing your flying car, you got a nice bonus. So, what changed? Oh, look, the seats. The seats have become sport seats. Look at it. Having repaired the flying car, I was ready to explore the map even further, because there were still a lot of locations in which, most importantly, we can find answers to the question of how to defeat this mega storm. Over the past few days, the mega storm has become stronger. It hasn't yet evolved into the next stage, but it has been causing a lot of destruction for the entire Minecraft world. For the next 10 days, I explored every corner of the map. I wanted to understand what places were hidden from my eyes, or the places I simply didn't fly to. If you're wondering what my vision is like, it's pretty good, because I see some location there, but I just don't know how to land here yet. After a successful landing, I looked around, and it turned out to be a huge underground location. I don't really like darkness, and I think you understand why. There may be different mutants hiding there, ghosts, and all that stuff. But since we're here, I think it's worth a try. You may ask why I'm looting all these locations, flying around the map, studying it. It's because I know that my team developed this whole survival. Firstly, there may be a lot of cool items hiding here, and secondly, there's all sorts of plot notes that can help me deal with this mega storm. And finally, I need to know the map really well, because at the end of this survival, it can be really helpful if you really know your way around the area. But we've reached the end of this tunnel, and there's some kind of descent there. No guys, I'm not going there. Okay, did you really believe me? It wasn't me who's afraid of them, it's them who should be afraid of me. As I went down the cave, I found the entrance to a mysterious bunker, and this made me doubt once again whether I should go in there. I mean, technically, we could carefully go in and take a look, and if there's no danger, and by the way, I don't hear any monsters, then maybe it's not worth leaving this place. There were a lot of rooms in this bunker, but what I remember most was a huge dark warehouse. Look, I can't even count the number of rows with these shelves, but to be honest, I can count the diamond chest in this room though. Okay, a new piece of armor, some technical items. I don't know what they're for yet, but I'll take it. Now let's try to move further down this tunnel. I don't remember my team ever making any screamers, so I hope there won't be any here. But even a 0 chance can never be cancelled. Oh, another chest. I really want to upgrade my flying car super well, but to do that, I need to load a lot more locations. Oh, a note. The day will come and a mega storm will appear, and Zeman will remain a Zemanoid. It's already getting on my nerves from these notes. Seems like I've looted everything here, and I think it's time to go to the surface, because I think there's a lot of locations here that we haven't looted yet, so let's go outside. I got out on day 57, and the next day something incredible happened. Location generation was updated, and a lot of flying air locations appeared in the world. Survival on a flying car wouldn't be so cool without flying locations. Area locations, so are they in the clouds or something? Thrust, take off! Just 30 seconds after takeoff, I saw the first location. It was an airborne weather station. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, this looks really futuristic. And the most important question is, how am I gonna land now? Because I'm not much of a pilot. Of course, I've survived on a jet couch, but it's a different situation here. I'm in a flying car, and that's different. After landing, I was immediately attacked by monsters. Whoa, okay, low HP. Kind of non-humans are these things? They're guarding the location 100%. The safest to sit on 3 blocks. Of course, there's monsters with a long-range attack. Okay, let's go into this building. I can't even imagine what this is. It also looks really abandoned, and I already see a lot of chests. Based on the notes I found here, I finally figured out what this location was. Guys, it's a weather station, and I read some notes here. It's about how this place is blamed for the megastorm roaming the map. And here, look. Experiment 39. We're trying to create eternal energy, a kind of perpetual motion machine, so to speak. I hope we'll succeed, and this energy will give a huge leap forward to our civilization. Yeah, as you understand, the jump didn't happen, and considering that this place is abandoned, and considering that the megastorm is roaming the map right now, if anything, every evening when I come from some trip, I return to the base, I sit and think, today I got away with it. But the megastorm didn't come to my house, and such probability exists, albeit small. I've been looting a couple more ground and air locations in the coming days, and the fact that my team decided to add air locations at a certain point in the survival is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in any of my videos lately. It's really added to my interest in the game. And just like that, you fly in a flying car, and Cloud, look, there's a piece of an abandoned road, and we can just land on it, and there's chests there, so let's go for a second lap. The next day started raining, and I remember the abandoned airport that we found. Remember the airport where we saw ghosts in the mountains? I once said that I could restore it as my second base, and I think now is the best time to do it. While the weather is not that good for flying, and yeah, I think this is the best option. The work ahead was colossal. All 3 buildings were very much abandoned. First, I had to clear all the grass and leaves, and then start restoring the floor, walls, ceiling, and the roof. It took 6 days, but I was very pleased with the result. For you, maybe it was a second, but for me, it was like an hour and a half or closer to 2 hours. I was able to restore it all, and look at how great it looks. Now I had a second base. I also made myself a good storage area here, and I decided that I would distribute my resources 50-50. And you may wonder why. Of course, if the megastorm destroys one of my bases, I will always have the second one with which I can continue to fight. At the end of my task to explore new locations, the megastorm took the next stage, and this stage surprised even me. I'm in the air right now, and the wind here is insane. It really affects the control. Besides this, I can't hear anything, and the sounds here are just awful. I don't even know if you can hear me, but the most important thing is just look at this. This is the new megastorm. The megastorm became gigantic. It changed its color and became much more destructive. Based on the notes that I was able to find in the locations, it became clear that this megastorm had an invisible health bar. And now, since we had guns on the wings of our flying car, we could try pretty hard to damage it. Okay guys, we're flying right at it. Fire, come on. Alright, we're going for a second time, ladies and gentlemen. It was becoming increasingly difficult to control my flying car because it was simply being sucked into this megastorm. No. Guys, we're inside. What's that noise? It's like I'm in some kind of black hole. We're getting out. We need to add power. Okay, I'm out. The condition is critical, guys. We need to land. There's no way I can handle it now. We could have had more upgrades by now, and we could defeat the megastorm. But my upgrades were not enough, which means means that in the near future, the Megastorm will spawn new monsters, destroy the map even more until we're not that strong. If, of course, we can still do it. The next day, a new message unexpectedly appeared in the chat, in which the main secret of the survival was revealed. Come in, I'm inside the Megastorm. Don't ask who I am and don't ask how, just listen. The Megastorm is an invisible shield. With it, it absorbs 95% of all damage. To really stop the apocalypse, you need to set up 3 observatories that have just appeared on the map. You can do this with the help of a new upgrade. Try to hurry. You have very little time left. So it turns out this Megastorm has a shield and I try to damage it, like so it was all in vain? Okay, we're talking about some upgrades, so we need to look for more locations. Let's go, we need to go right now. There was a building not far from the city that I hadn't been to yet. I thought it might contain the upgrade I needed, so I got into my flying car and headed there. I don't know what this is, either a school or a library of some sort. In any case, let's go in. Wait, who is that? Local security or something? No guys, not today. Okay, I'll leave it here with the loot. Well, I think there's no one here. Let's search all the chests. I hope there's an upgrade that I need. On the first floor, I found some food, resources, and ammo. But on the second one, there were 2 diamond chests with upgrades. But one of them was hidden, and I didn't notice it right away. There's nothing in this room. Okay, let's go in the next one. We got bread, ammo. Oh, okay, a diamond chest. Like the video if you believe there's gonna be an upgrade. Let's open it. Oh, okay, the Mega Storm Tuner. Okay, this is probably exactly what we need. Let's loot the remaining chest and go install the upgrade on our flying car. I looted the remaining rooms and decided to take another look at the first one, as it was strange that all the rooms had chests, but not this one. It turned out that I hadn't noticed the hidden diamond chest. It contained 4 wheels for the flying car. After I took them, I returned to my favorite transport and installed the Mega Storm Tuner. Without much delay, I set off to the coordinates that appeared to me as soon as I got into the flying car. The upgrade was added and displayed by this icon. Now, the most important thing was to turn on the 3 observatories and do it as fast as possible, before the Megastorm either destroys them, or destroys one of my bases, or destroys me, or destroys the entire map. It's an amazing survival, probably one of the most interesting that has ever been on my channel. But I think we're somewhere close to the finish line, guys. Having reached the first observatory on day 72, I was met by monsters, and as you understand, I had to fight them off. It's good that we have machine guns on our flying car, guys. Okay, that's it, let's land. There's only a few monsters left. I won't give in to you in any way. My nerves are just going through the roof right now, guys. It's just insane. I'm really afraid to see the Megastorm on my screen. Okay, let's go inside. A couple of chests. Okay, let's just quickly take everything, all the loot. Oh, and here's the activator, look. Wait, this thing is spinning. It's just turning somewhere. As it turned out, the observatory would point to the location of the Megastorm. This was my only chance to find out where it was. Great, there's only 2 observatories left, guys. Let's go. Never has a 100-day survival been as hardcore as this one. It's distinguished by its hardcore, dynamic gameplay, and the number of events taking place. The map is just amazing, guys, and how my team manages to prepare all this, I have no idea. And to be honest, I thought that I'd never reach this stage. The only thing my team told me is that if you see a purple Megastorm, it means that you have already gone too far. In fact, there's been so many situations during this video that when we almost lost this hardcore survival. And since we're here now, guys, we must try to activate the last 2 observatories. All 3 observatories were slightly different from each other, but overall the essence was the same. Deal with the monsters that protected it and activate the activator. It was enough for me to fly to the 3rd observatory as the Megastorm passed right next to the 2nd one and miraculously didn't touch it. The last one is quite far away, guys, but the only thing that makes me happy is that in this survival there's no element of fuel, so I never need to refuel my flying car. Oh, I'm low again. I'm really low again. Half HP. Okay, that's it. Let's eat. Okay, we have the 3rd activator, guys. All right, text in chat. Congratulations, you have activated 3 observatories. The Megastorm shield was removed. However, its HP is still 3000. What? I don't have enough ammo for that. Okay, now I want to get to my 2nd base and pick up the anvil backpack from there. I don't know why I left it there. Maybe it was my mistake. We'll fly there really quickly and start looking for what appears to be the Megastorm. Let's land. Okay, we have everything in place. Perfect. Let's put together the resources we found along the way and pick up our backpack. I hope we won't fly right into the Megastorm with it. No, guys, it's here. Here it is. No, not to my base, no. Guys, he's heading for me right now. Okay, we gotta take off, guys. There's nothing I can do. I can't change its direction. And I stumbled again. My mistake was that I didn't craft another storm drain, and my 2nd base was completely destroyed. I can't watch this, guys. I just can't look at this. This is crazy. If he's trying to destroy my base, I'm gonna try and destroy him. Okay, let's open up the machine guns. Let's go. But despite this, my advantage was that I had an infinite amount of ammo on the flying car. Come on! What? Where? Let's turn around. Where did he go? The Megastorm has acquired a new ability. Random teleportation across the map. No. I think that's just unfair to say the least. He destroyed my base! Returning on day 78 to my last main base, it became clear that the Megastorm needs to be caught. And along with all this fuss, I forgot about something really important. Yeah guys, our base, which we spent so long building, was destroyed. I don't know if you feel all this pressure, all this weight of the survival. I don't know how long the construction of the second base took after editing, but it took me a really long time and my heart just bleeds to watch it. Still, we have something good. I forgot to install an upgrade that I found in the library, the improved wheels. Let's install them. Okay, I mean, looks pretty good. The reinforced wheels made it possible to avoid damage during really hard landings, so the upgraded wheels get a big thumbs up. If you want my opinion, I think there's absolutely no point in us trying to rebuild my second base. As much as I would like to, we would spend too much time on it. And sometimes in my survivals, I waste time on the wrong things. So wait, what are they writing in chat? They've invaded my base? What? Destroying my base? Okay, I have a choice. Either stay here or go to save the base. They're going to destroy my base right now. So today we have to focus on a very important task. Look at the map right now. It looks like this. The Megastorm destroys everything in its path, and our last base was miraculously not affected. Because you know what kind of mess it was with the second base. I couldn't defeat the Megastorm just like that. It had too much HP, and the ability to teleport makes our survival even more difficult. So guys, we need to craft an energy gun. The gun could do a lot of damage, but there were two problems. The first was its crafting recipe, and the second was that you had to get really close to the Megastorm to do damage to it. Besides the cannon that we'll need to finally defeat the Megastorm, we can also find an upgrade because my team mentioned 2 upgrades that we haven't installed yet. I'd flown in almost all directions, but I haven't flown in this one as much as the others. So I decided to go there, and I found a new location on day 81. Of course, we could do without monsters. Oh, diamond chest! Okay, if there's no upgrade in this location, then we'll most likely go to the next one. Some wires, plates, fuel tanks. Yeah, well, I guess we're going to the next location. Wait, what's that in there? I don't understand. Okay, let's go inside. Is this some kind of museum? Wait, is that an engine and a broom? What's going on here, guys? A diamond chest? Okay, let's go. What? Oh, 2 upgrades at once. A bumper and armored glass. Okay, that's perfect. Let's run and install them as fast as we can. Having taken the last 2 upgrades to my flying car and installed them immediately, I was now fully prepared to battle the Megastorm. Now, all that was left for me to do was craft an energy cannon. You might ask me where I'm flying right now on this destroyed map. There's one piece of the map where I haven't been to yet, and now we'll try to see what's there. Obviously, I saw the huge aftermath of the Megastorm, but by chance, I managed to see an untouched location, if you could call it that. Unbelievable. That's the elemental apocalypse, guys. What do you think? We're coming in for a landing. Pilot Zeman at your service. Zeman Airlines. The safety of your flight is in my hands. There were a lot of small tornadoes in this location that were going to cause me a bunch of problems. Small tornadoes and whirlwinds, that's not for me. Not for me. Okay, now let's loot the location. Of course, only a small part survived, so I looted what I could. There were no components for my energy cannon here, so let's keep going. In addition to the ground locations, we remember that we had aerial ones in the middle of the video, which greatly completed our survival. There, I also found a couple of places that I hadn't seen before. The Megastorm continued to rage across the map. And sure, I saw it on the horizon from time to time, but I mostly try to avoid it, because of course, I would have time to meet it again. We're almost at the finale, guys. I have a few components left to assemble our energy cannon, and I'm gonna tell you straight, I don't know whether I'll be able to win today. The Megastorm has become too strong, and maybe I could have tried to go through everything much better and faster, but we have what we have. We'll loot a couple more locations and hopefully find the components and fly home and craft our energy cannon. On day 96, having obtained all the resources, I crafted the energy cannon. Along with this, a message appeared in the chat. The final stages of the Megastorm are coming. Hold on, Zeman. Now the Megastorm is tracking your coordinates and will always move towards you. If you win, our team will be shocked. Okay, guys, let's surprise our team. Let's go. After so much destruction on the map, destruction of my base, now I will finally fight the Megastorm one-on-one. So guys, I'm in the air. Let's remember a few things. The first is that we can easily get sucked into the storm, so I really don't want to get close, because as you know, it can cause a lot of damage to our flying car, and I really like my car, and I want it to live to the end, so let's go! Damage wing! Wait, it says damage wing! I don't know what this means, but our flying car can't really turn left anymore. Okay, machine guns, I'm not gonna let it drag us in. Okay, subscribers, please like this before I end this survival with failure. everything is within our power. If it's not within our power, then we can calmly hope for luck. Fire, come on. There's only a few blocks left on the map that can be thrown around, and it continues to destroy everything. That's it, our flying car is in critical condition. Okay, message in the chat. Look, the Megastorm is almost defeated. It summons the first versions of the Megastorm. What? Now the Megastorm has summoned its first version, and they're all trying to destroy me. The flying car can't fly too high. Okay, we're in too much of a critical condition, guys. This is the most epic Minecraft battle I have ever seen. Okay, come on. No, that's it. Unbelievable, guys, we beat it! After destroying the Megastorm, all of its first versions instantly disappeared. And just look at what our map has become. But despite this, we were able to defeat it and save our Minecraft civilization. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I know I sing pretty badly. Okay, that's it. Otherwise, I'm pretty embarrassed to sing. Bye-bye.